Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. We're going to be going over the new Lee and Mickey medals that just came out. New copycat medals, Supernova. They did it. Yeah, they did it. Right after a copycat banner. Now, again, previous copy medals are still going to do a lot of damage. Obviously, they're not going to do as much as Supernova medals because one, they don't have the extra strength. Two, they don't have a Supernova activation. So they're lacking a lot of strength from that. But when you copy medals like Monster Sora with the regular copycat medal, you're still going to pierce through enemies' defenses. So copy medals are really good for just copying extra buffs. If you don't have it fully capped on one medal, you can use a copy medal to copy like the old Kairi, stained glass medal, so on. And you can also use them for those unique abilities like Sora's. But when it comes to pure damage, you're going to want these Supernova copy medals. Lee's going to be the first one. I'm going to talk about it as we go in there. But let's look at the notice. Let's look at what's in there and the draw odds. So if you bought VIP to get Final Fantasy Record Keeper, to get Sephiroth, Kiar 18, or whatever, this 19, then you have a free pull. So make sure you do your free pull. First pull only costs 2,700, not 3,000 anymore. It looks like they're going like the JP route, and it goes all the way down to 1,900. So once you do your free pull, your next pull is going to cost 22. There is no mercy pull for this banner. VIP gets double the draw odds, but if you look at double the draw odds, a Supernova Kingdom Hearts 3 Lee is only 0.31168, and with the boosted one, combine it together, it's still not 1%. Even if it was 1% and you double it up, it's still under 2% to get Lee. So it's kind of ridiculous on that mark, but double the odds, almost 2 times chance of drawing. So you also get 2 Kingdom Hearts 3 medals on there. There's a lot going on in the banner. It's better than previous banners because if you do get them, you're really good. These medals last forever unless they do something like Supernova. And then they don't make them last forever anymore. Because if they replace every attribute with Supernova copy medals, then you know that they're not going to last anymore, the old ones. So it kind of sucks to see that. They're only going to be good for those unique abilities like I talked about. So this banner, it's good for VIP, non-VIP. Well, it's not great for VIP, sorry, because there's still no mercy pull. This is going to be spending jewels, up to you guys. You could get super lucky and get it, but you could also spend a lot and not get it, so be careful. For non-mercy banners, for non-VIP banners here, you get 1 Kingdom Hearts 3 medal and only the regular chances at getting either of these. Both of these have a mercy pull of 10 for a dual-wield Meow Wow medal, tier 9, but on the 10th pull, that Meow Wow medal actually takes up a slot in the 10 pulls. So when you do have the medal show up, a Meow Wow is going to show up in spots of another medal. So you actually get less medals, less of a chance of getting an extra Kingdom Hearts 3 because there's still a chance to get multiple Kingdom Hearts 3 medals. So I feel like that shouldn't be. I feel like it should be like, hey, you did 10 pulls, here's the medal outside of the draw, not inside of it. So that's really weird. So let's go a little bit more detail on what Lee and Mickey does. Lee, basically copy medal. It fits on the fairy stars. It fits on the starlight. If you put on fairy stars, you're copying your pet slot. If you put on starlight, you're either going to be copying your third slot, which is reverse power. That works out really good. There's a lot of reverse power medals that are strong. If you put it on the fourth slot, he's going to be copying an upgrade magic slot. Again, a really good slot as well. So he does take up some pretty good keyblades, 2 of the best keyblades in the game. He copies the medal after him. So whatever medal he's before, the medal in front of him on the keyblade, that's the medal you'll be copying. You don't need to really worry about this keyblade multiplier, but if he doesn't copy anything, he's got a multiplier of 36.21. His Supernova ability is a target all, which it's going to hit all enemies for 180% if you make him Supernova Plus, 140 without it. He's going to give you a boost of 200 to 250% if you use the Meow Wows on him. That is on par with Final Fantasy Record Keeper Lightning. Sephiroth is 260. It's only 10 difference. So this is really good for a copy medal. You're guaranteed to have 250% guilt with a medal that's super powerful for a very long time. Again, the banner's non-mercy. It hurts to see a non-mercy on a copycat medal because they're so powerful and they last so long, but they're going to milk this one. So in PvP, it's going to trigger before slot 5, which makes no sense because then all your medals don't get that 250% guild. So that kind of sucks. I wish it copied or activated sooner, but if it activated too soon, it also wouldn't get that giant boost of 180 multiplier damage. So it's a little bit of both. I would rather that it activate on like slot 3 after your buffs, and then at least from slot 3 to your pet slot, those medals would get 250% guild increase. So that's only when you're defending though. So Lee, really good medal. Wish I could get it. Don't have the jewels, and if I did, I probably wouldn't chase unless I had a lot of jewels. If you have a lot of jewels and you're feeling lucky, especially if you have VIP, I would try to get them. It's really powerful. If you're not VIP, stay away from the banners. All right, the banners are gonna hurt you, and you're only gonna get 1 Kingdom Hearts 3 medal per pull, so it's kind of iffy on that. It hurts to walk away from a copy medal. But what does Mickey do? Mickey is a 7-star, I believe only. There is no 6-star version. He's an AoE multiplier of 30.95 to 34, so not too bad. He's on par with the previous, I believe, Donald and Goofy over here. I'm gonna go to Cook's Tracker and show the comparison. He basically has a weird supernova, but what he does is for 1 turn, he's going to upright strength by 3, power strength by 15, targets defense of upright by 3, and normal defense by 15 along with power. He does more damage the more SP attacks used in succession, so after like 5 attacks of your medals, of swiping them, he's going to have the max multiplier of 34. His supernova, it's a lot of damage, 120 multiplier is nice, but it's a single target, and what it does is -10 defense and -10 power defense, but his buffs already give maximum debuffs. So his supernova is a little weird unless they're planning to raise the buff cap again. He doesn't really need the effect of the supernova, he just needs the damage from it. So on Cook's Tracker right here, you can see that he's sitting pretty much close to like the other AoE medals from Kingdom Hearts 3, the Final Fantasy Record Keeper medals. He's got a multiplier of 34.72. Cloud is upright power, same thing. Cloud is higher the slot number. Mickey's the more medals used, so they have to be in front of a bunch of medals. The thing is, these work together really nicely together. They work together nicely. So the key thing here in the high score challenge currently right now, you don't have to use a buffer if you have Mickey, because you can use Cloud and Mickey and you got your general strength up, general strength down, and then you knock in there with like Lightning or Sephiroth or any of the powerful medals because you got your buffs and debuffs from here. So you don't need to bring in Kairi, which you kind of need Mickey to make top 10 if I'm not mistaken. Because if you bring in your own buffer, you're losing a whole percentage slot right there, and Mickey's worth a lot in the high score challenge. Outside the high score challenge, again, 15 general defense down is really big. We don't have a lot of medals in the game that does that, do that. We do have like 8 here, 7 here, stuff like that, but have 1 medal to give 15 down is really big. The previous Goofy and Donald have the same multipliers. They're a little bit stronger, but they only do 8 general defense down, so you're missing a little bit there. But if you actually just pick up Cloud and then you pick up Mickey, you have your buffer and debuffer. And then if you go into like a Lightning, then you have everything you need, because Lightning gives 15 uprights and 15 upright defense down. So boom, in 3 medals, you're done all your buffs with really strong attacks. There's other medals that also give like reverse 15 up, reverse 15 down. They're more powerful ones, but you get the point. The point is that 15 general defense down is really nice. AoE damage wise, you can see he's competing against the old foretellers, but he is supernova, so Meow Wow's more strength. He is on par with over here. You do have other medals that do the more multiplier for Final Fantasy Record Keeper, so it's about the average, I would say. With all these medals coming out, 34 AoE seems like your average area, so Mickey's not something super powerful. You don't need to chase for it, but if you want to make a really high spot in the high score challenge, you kind of need him. I'm pretty sure you're going to need him for top 10. That's really important because none of the medals, percentage medals in the high score challenge have that. Like, let's go back to the game itself, and if we go to the high score challenge that these are attached to, you're gonna see there's nothing in that banner that has general defense down because they didn't add Donald. I don't think they added Donald or Goofy. So if we look at the high score challenge that this is attached to, click on begin and look at medals, you can see already Lee's worth 26%, Mickey's worth 26%. Oh, there is a 6-star version, my bad, I apologize, but nothing else on this banner has general defense down. This is all buffs upward. You do have debuffs for other ones like your speed, your magic, your power, your upright, but there's nothing else except for that Mickey. So I'm pretty sure if we go look at rankings right now, I could probably verify this with you guys. If you want to make top 10, boom, no buffer, but you got Mickey in the second slot. Let's see number 2. Mickey on the first slot. Let's see number 3. Mickey on, there you go. You see? No buffers, but you get pure percentage medals because these medals raise general strength and Mickey's the only one that raises general defense down. So really good for the high score challenge. Out of the high score challenge, it's questionable if you need it. You could go with your new buffer. Just like I said, a lightning in the beginning with Mickey. You have everything you need from that point on for an upright setup. So it's all up to you guys what you need to do for that. If you want to chase a Mickey just to get 5,000 jewels or a little bit less than that, that's up to you. That's the biggest usefulness I see for Mickey. Besides that, he's the average AoE multiplier for Supernova medals. So your prize here is going to be Lee. I wish it was a Mercy, especially for non-VIP players. A Mercy would have been nice, even a 10 Mercy. Like, we save up, we try to save up anyways. So 30,000 jewels for a future-proof medal would be really nice to have. And that's why I say that this banner is still better. The Final Fantasy Record Keeper banner, even if you don't get Lightning, if you do spend 42,000 jewels, you're at least guaranteed Sephiroth with a lot of traits and a lot of sub-slots along the way. So I still like the Final Fantasy Record Keeper deal. Last night I did Coliseum, made place 151 with only Final Fantasy Keeper Sephiroth. He had negative 60 ground, extra attack and plus 1000s, and I was just killing the second round of every tier, and I almost made top 100. It's just my sub-slots weren't good enough with attack boost 7 max and not an A max. So if you still have the jewels and you haven't decided yet, I do recommend this banner over chasing for a non-Mercy medal. As good as this is, I still say don't chase Mercy, non-Mercy banners, guys. It's really good though. It's really, really good. Let me go know what you guys are doing. This is like one of those, if you got a bunch of jewels and a ton of luck, congratulations. If you got VIP, you don't need as much luck because it's double the odds, but still not that great. For me personally, I'm not putting money into the game, especially jewel packs, so I won't be busting out anything for this. The free pull I got two Kingdom Hearts 3 medals, tier 8. I think it was Donald and Goofy. I did it on stream last night. If you guys don't know, I do stream on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/SmellyOctopus. I'll put like a link over here, a link down below. I was doing Union Cross Coliseum last night, and it was a lot of fun, and we did a lot of trait rolls, and we did a couple more pulls on the Final Fantasy Record Keeper banner because my lightning came out a little weird and I wanted to fix it. But yeah, if you guys haven't followed me there yet and you want to keep up with all my streams for Opera Omnia, Union Cross, I'm doing a playthrough of Dark Souls 3 right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be starting another playthrough between God of War, Persona 5, or Breath of the Wild, one of those. So yeah, if you guys didn't know that already, a lot of people seem not to know, so I just wanted to throw that in there. But let me know what you guys are doing for this banner specifically. Are you guys going to go for it? I know a lot of people still chase these medals even if there's not a Mercy, but as a new player, I don't recommend that unless you have a lot of jewels and you're going to dedicate yourself to polling for the perfect traits along with that medal. We proved that last night. It hurt not having a negative 60 trait on the medal. It just makes the medal completely useless for Coliseum and most likely later on higher quests. Even with the extra strength, you're not going to do as much damage without that negative 60 in there. So make sure you have a right amount of jewels to get the medal and properly trait the medal. You got to invest. So save up and invest, guys. Really important. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.